What's up? Happy New Year. In 5 minutes to my New York freaks, to my East Coast freakers. This will be a quick stream. You know, we're just chilling right now. Hope you guys are having a safe and happy New Year. Just 5 minutes till my East Coasters can have just another excuse to do cocaine. I love you all. No, I'm staying in tonight. Good for you, SK. Good for you. Always be writing. ABW. But who knows? You know, it's only 9 o'clock my time. 11:56. So, who knows? Yes, Happy New Year, spas. Back for more, as the great Stephen Piercy would say. Now, I don't do jokes and requests for free, babies. What am I, a monkey bouncing a ball on my nose? 100%. But you know what? I lived through the 80s. I really don't need to go out. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of a homebody. I mean, you got to pay, Victorino. You got to pay to play. Gym was good. It was pretty packed. I don't know what's going on with this view, this message. Oh. Well, you know, I'll show that one. I wish it was a girl saying that, but hey. You Think You're Tough is a great song. I know, I'm straight edge, Leliana. You're going to do it. All right, well, just keep writing, baby. Yeah, I mean, I really have no desire to go out. You know, the nightclubs in LA, they all suck. Oh, you're a girl. All right, well, then DM me on Instagram. Hello. No, I mean, I'd be a pretty big loser if at 56 years old, I started drinking. Well, we have our first N-word of the night. Thank you. That's great. And you know what? We're going to show it. Wow, there's a lot of message for reviews. I don't know what's going on tonight. Of course, people are drinking. I doubt you would say that to my face. Yeah, I don't know what the maximum amount. Actually, you can ban him. Dropping the N-word. Fuck that guy. Block him, ban him, whatever. 100% Miss Montgomery. But I'm in Los Angeles. I am in Los Angeles. One of Earl's exes. No, I would know if it was someone in particular. They're way too smart to just say that word. And I wouldn't be surprised, knowing what I know. No, come on, man. I mean, you guys are fucking idiots in the stream. Like, with a nice stream, you know, drop an N-word. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I give you guys a lot of slack. I let you say whatever you want to say. You know, we're not even fucking 7 minutes into a stream and we're banning people. Well, I don't think Joe Rogan watches it. And I won't say all exes watch, but I have a feeling one might lurk. It's fine. I've never said anything bad. You guys know that. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Send me an Instagram message, Leiliani. Well, I doubt anyone named Monkey Climber has the pass, but you know what? Don't say it in here. Please. Oh, wait. Happy New Year's, New York. Yeah, if you guys ever want to message me, guy or girl, I'm at Earl Skakel, EarlSkakel. And, I'm pretty open book. If you're ever in, Leilani, you are in Silver Lake, come to the Comedy Store. Saturday night, I'll be there. Um, it's the best club on earth. I never said I believed in the flat earth. I think the earth is round. What do you think this is? The Alex Jones Power Hour? I do not live in Mother Russia. I live in West Hollywood, California. I don't think I would ever go to Russia. I don't think my comedy would go over well there. I like Jamie Kennedy. We talk often. I don't know. I'm not really on Reddit. I've gone on there a few times, and let's just say it hasn't been pleasant. So I'm good on that. I'm not really into. My favorite artists. I like Kiss, Rat, The Killers, Weezer, The Cars, Bowling for Soup. Stuff like that. A big Earl ball drop for New Year's. Well, that's a little personal, isn't it? Dr. Nova, even though it's you, Dr. Nova. I don't mind staying home on New Year's. But why would you think the Earth is flat? Weezer Blue Album. I like the Blue Album. Yeah. That joke was so flat. I want to put. Never mind. I don't have Pinterest. I'm on Instagram. Really, Instagram is my big one. I'm on X, but I don't post as much as I used to. I'm on Facebook as well. There's really no need for a stand-up comic to have a Pinterest. So that's why I always, if people, fans or whatever, you want to come to the Comedy Store, if I'm in your town, I always tell people to hit me up on Instagram. It's just my name, all one word. I don't think it matters if you do caps or lowercase. Yeah, sub. Thank you very much for subbing. That helps. That I'd rather almost get subs and super chats. Because subs, just get you more higher up in the algorithm. And do you know Joe Rogan? I do know Joe Rogan. I played his club a couple months ago. My special advertisement. I don't know what you're talking about. But Dr. Nova, do I get to officially meet you? I do know Tony Hinchcliffe. I've known him since he was a barista at Starbucks. I didn't go up to the Comedy Store tonight. I was there last night. Very good show. Not really, because the game doesn't really mean anything, I think, for the Steelers. So, oh, thank you, Bill Singh. I don't like going on. They just talk too much about the Dabbleverse stuff, so I don't really have a lot to say, trust me, my ass is a lot nicer than Jeff's. Trust me on that one. But I think I think your opinion is valid. I mean, I don't know about that story. I don't. I mean, I'm not as close with Tony as we used to be, but I mean, if he said the story, I guess it's true. Um, la- Laughing my ass off, not to is it ain't. I mean, I don't know who taught you English, but okay, not to us it ain't. Trust me, it is. We both dropped our pants at the same time, front and back. I got the goods. Yes, well, I know the Chicken Man, and like he's a lurker. He likes to stay in the shadows. So, Dr. Nova might be more out in the open. I do know Shane Gillis. I mean, we're not like best friends or anything, but I know him. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was the Starbucks that I think Dobrik's Pizza is now. So that's many many moons ago. I think 2009, maybe 2010. Seems like 1,000 years ago. I don't really keep up with what Jeff Ross is doing. Um, are you talking about my channel, Dr. Nova? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know, Moses. A lot of people ask me if Tony's gay or not. I have no idea, man. I don't care either. If he was, I'd treat him just the same. And if he's not, I'd treat him just the same. Um, that's probably the least important thing to me about somebody. Um, you know, but a lot of people seem to care about it. Yes, US beat your Canadians 4-1. Great game, very feisty. And the Canadian goalie Carter George is actually a draft pick of the LA Kings. And the US, not the goalie who played today, but the backup is also a draft pick of the LA Kings. So shout out to GM Rob Blake for having, and I think we've got one more prospect in the tournament for the Czechs. What's his name? Dvorak, the defenseman, the big defenseman Dvorak. Oh, we don't mention dead names in here, Chicken Man. Yes, that's part of the perks of a membership in the Earlverse. Is I will show you around the club. I will make sure you are well taken care of with. Well, there's really not a lot of food and drink, but um, drink in the VIP bar and whatnot. And it's a fun time. I'll be there Saturday night. I believe that is January 4th. And I appreciate all the people who are members. Yes, thank you, Biggie21. Maybe we'll do another small stream tonight at midnight. New Year's for me. And that should be it for the evening. Yes, Ron White is a great guy. Offered me weed once at the dog park. I said, I don't indulge, Ron. He's like, you should. Chicken Man, the Boone Shakalaka. R.I.P. Boone, man. There's no way he would not have come out of the shadows by now. Yes, Happy New Year to everyone in New York and Florida or the East Coast. I mean, I don't think me on Gutfeld would, it's not going to make me famous or anything, but it would help me, a little bit. Yes, R.I.P. Linda Lavin. She's finally with Vic Tayback. Mel, stow it. And, I didn't know that Flo is still alive. She got to be pretty old because she was kind of old when the show was on, and that's almost 50 years ago. Um, so that's, I thought she had passed away for some reason. I don't smoke weed, man. I'm straight edge. Kiss my grits. I don't know why that was censored. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really in the Stanhope crew. I mean, Doug's always nice to me when he sees me. I don't think he knows my name. You know, we've never really been introduced, but you know, he's a nice guy. I got no problem with. I don't. I'm straight edge. Leilani. What up? Happy New Year's, Doctor Chow, the Mega G. Um, but I don't know what settings. I didn't switch any settings. That's the crazy thing. So I don't know. Maybe Kip or I don't think Gina would do it, but I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest with you. You know, I'm not against weed. I'm not going to start smoking weed at 56. Holly, yeah, that's crazy. A lot of people from Alice are dead. Philip McKean's dead. Vic Tayback, Alice now. I believe, who was the other waitress? So, do you, what bands do you like, Leilani? Um, Instagram me your Spotify playlist, and let's see if we're compatible. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Vera, is she still alive? Tom Myers in the house. You want to check out a very funny comic. And the man who bumped me on MLC. Check out Tom Myers. I am from India. Well, I'm assuming it's New Year's for you, man. See you later, Jesus. I mean, I don't have a lot to say to you, bro. No need to say goodbye twice. Um, no, sir, I am from India. Well, welcome to the Earl world. Okay, so that's kind of sad. I don't remember any other main characters in Alice, but I loved Vic Tayback. He was really funny in that Patrick Dempsey movie, Loverboy. Um, so Molly Holly, oh Molly Holly, she's horrible. I mean, I rarely will say a comic is horrible, but like, she just has no sense of social. Decorum. Like the other night, I'm talking to Polly, and Polly was actually talking to me about, hey, I heard you're doing really well up here, blah blah blah. You know, just talking shop, and she just busts right into the conversation. You know, probably doesn't even know who I am, which is fine. But it's just like, you got to play it cool up at the Comedy Store. If you see two male comics in their 50s talking, they're conducting business. You dumb bitch. Sorry, I came in hot there. Came in hot there. No, I'm not pronouncing people's names, man. Oh, Leilani, yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with liking K-pop. I mean, it's not my jam, to be honest with you, but it's my stream. I'll do what I want to. If you don't like it, beat it. I don't even know who that is. I would like to get on Mayton, but I reached out to him once, but he probably gets a million messages. What up, Kip Smith? Happy New Year. Shout out to Kip Smith for alerting me that my comedy special trailer might be too risque for YouTube, but all they did was limit my income. They didn't. I didn't get a strike or whatever you call it. I'd like to go on Maton, but that's a thing where he probably doesn't know who I am. So unless fans or someone he knew and liked and respected say, hey, you should have this guy Earl on. I mean, I'll treat him nice. I'm not gonna take any shit from him, but like, I'll treat him nice. Oh, I don't watch Tim and Eric, so I have no idea. Um, I don't. I'm not familiar with Tim and Eric. I've heard of them certainly, and Bob and Tom, and Bob and Tom is more for like road comics who are in the Midwest and shit. So I don't really do the road. Who would do the road if they didn't have to? No thanks. I'd rather do voiceovers. I'm not going to play the Chuckle Hut in Idaho, and make, like Melton said, that place in Oklahoma, he did 1,500 for the week. Fuck that. And you got to fucking be in Oklahoma. Um, I mean, he wouldn't do that shit to me. And if he did, the interview would be over. But, it's his show, so, I'm sure it'll be successful with or without me. But I'm a good interviewer because I talk a lot, but I also know when to be quiet and let, the host, me and Corolla had a good vibe once I figured out the pace of the room. Well, I don't think I can count on David Lucas's referral, but I'm okay with that. Um, I mean, if he pulled out a knife on me, I'd slap the shit out of him. like, But I'm never gonna watch the show until I don't even watch shows I'm on. Like I've never even watched the Jesse Lee Peterson show I'm on. J Man Motherfucking Jack. $5. Happy New Year, Earl. Thanks for the last and 24. Make 25 your biatch. Thank you, J Man Jack. You've been one of the top tippers in the Earl world, and I very much appreciate it. I mean, no one's going to do that. If you put a knife in my face, you better stab me because I'm going to slap the shit out of you. I love Eleanor and Rick Ingram. We just get along. We all three talk a lot, but we all three know when to be quiet and let the other get their shine. But I don't know if they still do the Comedy Store podcast. Like I said a couple streams ago, I'm not sure what the podcast network is doing at the store. I know they kept Justin Martindale's. Well, yeah, I mean, you got to bounce off of a guess. Oh, shit. Tom Myers. Completely unnecessary, Tom. But thank you very much. $10, Tom Myers. Tom, plug your shit in here. Put your Instagram handle and, whatever else you want to plug. Plug away, baby. Leilani, I'm not gonna lie to you. I attract a lot of damaged women, so some have called me uncle. Boing. Yes, follow Tom Myers, please. He's a very funny man, and that's one of the few things the MLC has brought in my life that's pleasurable. Is friendships. Like me and Tom don't really know each other, but thank you very much. Tom. Unnecessary, but I appreciate it very much. Yes, to check out Tom's podcast, to follow him on Instagram. I can't speak for Tom, but comics on my level, me and Tom, we're probably at the same fame level or whatever you want to call it. Every little bit helps. A subscribe on here, a like, a follow on Instagram or X. Yes, that is the Tom Myers, the man who bumped me on MLC. I think you'll get a 2024 Holtzman kind of push in 2025. I think you'll go on Rogan and other comics will bring you up more on podcasts. I hope, Chicken Man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I need the help, but yes, YouTube, please subscribe, like, and subscribe. As that's how it works. Everyone should help each other. I was at Stephen Piercy last night at the Whiskey, and no, I'm just kidding, Tom. Uh, and I saw my friend Ace, who plays in L.A. Guns, um, and he does a lot of voiceover work. And we were just telling each other, hey, if I hear of a gig that's better suited for you, I'll flow you the info, and vice versa. And that's how the business should work. Holtzman is killing it. And, I mean, listen, Rogan took a liking to him. Burr took a liking to him. And Holtzman, I think, is like 10 years older than me. So, as an older white comic, you definitely, you need help, to be honest with you. Because it's pretty much a young person's game. No, I didn't announce, but I took a picture with him after the show, and he was in a great show. The Whiskey Monday night, it was completely sold out. I mean, standing room only. It was uncomfortable. I actually watched most of the show in the owner's office, which was kind of cool. It was nice TV. The sound was good. And Steven was awesome. He's a great guy, and he gets it. He's like had a very successful career. He's obvious. I don't know if Warren DeMartini will go to Rat. The problem with DeMartini, Steve, is that his wife has something to do with the Mars Candy fortune. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you very much. Thank you, Leilani. And come to the Comedy Store Saturday night. Just send me a message on Instagram now to remind me, and I'll take care of it tomorrow. And so DeMartini doesn't really need the money. So I am not dumb, Spaz. But whereas like I think Piercy doesn't need the money, but he'll play any gig. I mean, like last night, I don't know how much money he got paid, but I would guess 10 grand, maybe more. I think it's Mars. Might be mistaken on that, but so he doesn't want to just like like last night. I'm sure they asked him, "Hey, do you want to come and jam with Steven?" He's like, "I'm good for $500. I don't think so." And I was told that a few years ago they wanted Rat to play the Rainbow Bash, which is an outdoor kind of like a barbecue and stuff. Um, and they offered DeMartini a nice sum of money just to play that one show, and he said no. Was I on the new Netflix roast? No, as long as Jeff Ross is in charge of anything, I won't be on any roast, and I'm okay with that. And to be honest with you, not to blame Jeff for everything in my life, I'm not a big enough comic to be asked to be on that roast. So it's just the way it is. But I'm honest about that. So, and even if I were a big enough comic, that's Jeff's world. It's like the only thing he has. So I ain't gonna be on it as long as he's on it. Because even at the next roast I was asked to do, I don't know that. Like if I was on the Tom Brady roast, I would just do all Jeff jokes. Oh, I didn't watch CNN, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't really pay attention to what, um, uh, Whitney says. She's kind of wackadoony these days. But I used to do open mics with her, so no, we don't do Jeff Ross material in here. No, thank you. Which group do you hate the most? You mean like music group or like I don't hate anyone, to be honest with you. Whether it be a person or a group. Even Jeff, I don't hate Jeff. I just, he did me dirty on 2 gigs. Had me taken off a roast I wanted to do. So, I don't hate him, but no, I don't, I'm not going to waste my energy on Jeff Ross in here. I'm actually in a good mood, Derek. So, but sorry about that, man. It's just the way I have to be. I mean, she's a networker, so I would imagine Whitney would hang out with anybody who could help her. I mean, she's a master networker. Let's hear your favorite Bushman joke. I did a show with Bushman. I don't know, Chicken Man, if you remember the Acapulcos, which I believe was on La Brea and Sunset. I think it eventually turned into the dojo. And that was the first time I met Bushman. We were on the same show, and he came out wearing a dashiki. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Um, um, anyway. No, you may not say the N word now. They did have a buffet. 100%. 100%. No, yeah, you can't say the N word in this stream. But thank you, though. Thank you for the offer. You can say it right now in your house, but just not on the stream. I try and keep the racism out of the Earl world. Thank you very much. But I don't know. Maybe go to Melton or MLC. They'll probably let you drop it on the DL. But I miss Bushman. He was a good egg. So, just one of those things where, I mean, he didn't look very healthy toward the end. Acapulco was the first restaurant Joey Diaz ate when he arrived in LA. The rest is history. 100%. How'd you like to be that waiter? Joey all fucking gagged out. A couple trolls filtering in here by now. Yeah, his daughter is very cute. I think Jamar Neighbors tried to hit it. But I don't really pay attention to what who's porking who now. That ain't my life anymore. Salad. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say to that, bro. You must be eating a Vegemite sandwich right now, and you're getting the sugar high or something. I don't know what I'm supposed to respond with to salad. So thank you, Spas, for being an Aussie. Had half it. Well, it's good to know. The stream's coming to an end when we're talking about what people had for lunch. But I hope the crayfish was good. Well, you're horny then if you had 7 oysters. They say oysters are an aphrodisiac. I've never had an oyster. William, I'll take your word for that. Chicken Man, because you are in the Earlverse Hall of Fame, you may ask one Dabbleverse question for free. R.I.P. Bushman, 100%. Oysters are great. I just don't. They don't look like they taste very well. So, well, Turok, here's the thing. If you think I'm boring, the great thing about the internet is you can get the fuck out of any stream anytime, brother. If you don't think I can do a stream to 17 people instead of 18, get the fuck out of here, you hammerhead. Yeah, everyone just start putting in the stream what you ate today. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like eating anything where you have to put a condiment on to make it better. Thank you, Teddy, very much. Thank you, Iris, very much. Like broccoli, I will eat because it's so good for you, but I do put like steak sauce or whatever. Popeye's chicken. I looked at Popeye's chicken once. It was pretty nasty. Um, so I'll talk about what I want on my stream. You fucking egghead. All right, man. Well, I went when I went to go see AEW in Bakersfield. Um, I there was in one of those truck stops, and they had like 7 different places, and I was looking at various places, and I said, I've never eaten Popeyes. I think I'm going to eat at Popeyes today. Popeyes in Bakersfield. Someone's doing well. I do put steak sauce on broccoli, and that sounds very good, Tom. I used to go to Cracker Barrel a lot in Alabama, but we don't have to talk about that era of my life. I enjoyed Cracker Barrel. Barrel, they had great pancakes. All right, here's the one free Dabbleverse question. What lawsuit most likely wins? Ray's Franklin Sheckler or Mickey's lawsuit with Hangover 2? Oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Uh, did you enjoy AEW's World's End? Happy to see Copeland came back. I like the ending of it. I'm a Kenny Omega guy, so I was happy to see Kenny come back. And then FTR came back, and I thought how they brought in Adam Copeland was very good. I thought it was a very good pay-per-view, but like I told my friend Jordan yesterday, I think it was maybe one match too long. So me personally, I would have put Hobbs and Takeshi on Dynamite. Just cut it down a few minutes. I just can't stand broccoli alone. It's just not for me. Uh, since this is probably the last stream of 2024, fuck it. Dabbleverse questions are free tonight. Since we got Tom Myers here, let's have some fun. Well, that's the thing I find the funniest. These people sit there, you suck, you're not funny, you're ugly, your hairline's this, your face is that. There's literally, I think Melton's streaming right now. I think MLC is streaming right now. I'm sure Ray is streaming right now. Go to those streams. I don't care if there's 10 people in here right now. I'm going to give you the same stream, whether there's 10 people, 20, or 2,000 people. So, and you guys all talk a lot of shit. It's like when I got heckled at, what was it, Hackamania. I said to the guy, come on stage and say it to my face. It got real quiet. And I wasn't going to fucking punch the guy, just, say it to my face. Asparagus, yeah, I don't really like asparagus. It's not bad with the night. If you go to Cut Steakhouse, either in Vegas or Beverly Hills, they do have good. Their food is so good there. But I just I don't like it. Hog to mouth. Which Dabbleverse personality goes on Joe Rogan first? I think my bro KB on. I would say the only person in the Dabbleverse who even has a remote chance of going on would be Kevin. But I don't know if there's not a lot of older comics on Rogan. Like Ron White's probably the only one. So, I don't think Bob Levy, you got to go, why would Joe have him on? I love Bob, but Joe's got to have a reason. Someone's going to say, hey, you got to have Levy on, he's killing it or whatever. But even then, Joe doesn't like to be told who to have on, so he just has to find you. Yeah, Steph Toll, good friend of mine. I love Steph. I love Chick-fil-A, although I got a credit card scam by going there. A Bichetti on Rogan? I don't think so. But, listen, I'm not Rogan's booker. I would go to Baltimore to meet William Zoom. I don't like the racist stuff, so I'm not a fan of it. But he don't. The great thing about Kumi is he don't give a fuck. So I don't think so. I mean, because I don't think Norton's been on Rogan, so I don't know if. But I don't know. I mean, maybe he's been on Rogan once. You know, I mean, if you look at most of the people that go on Rogan, it's, like Shane Gillis, Ari Shaffir, Duncan, Redband, Hinchcliffe, that world. I mean, he had Matt Rife on, which was kind of surprising because I don't see Matt as the type of comic that Joe likes, but, I don't know. I don't know what Joe likes, to be frank. Uh, John's Gimpy Halloween hand, $2. It's a very good name. Savage, Steamboat, WrestleMania 3, or HBK Taker, WrestleMania 25. That's my friend was the ref and the HBK Taker Marty. I'm an old school guy, so I like Savage Steamboat. Steamboat's very underappreciated by younger people just because he wrestled so long ago, but he had some great matches. Macho Man Flair, he had some great matches. Sting, so um, you know. I don't know if I'd say Savage is underrated. I mean, I think because of the Stephanie McMahon rumors, he's definitely under mentioned by the WWE. I mean, they basically banished him, pretty bad. It's kind of like Benoit. He's getting like the Benoit treatment. Like, they never mention Benoit's name anymore. I mean, obviously it's good they don't, but yeah, Luger like is not really mentioned in WWE a lot. I'm an NWA guy. Magnum TA, Nikita Koloff. Well, I think with Steamboat, he wasn't great on the mic. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. And if you look at that era, and maybe even the era after him, all those great guys on the mic. You had a prime Flair, a prime Hogan, even Warrior. Although his promos were insane. People still talk about his promos. I don't think anyone really talks about Ricky Steamboat's promos. Yes, he was an underrated manager, 100%. Yeah, Macho Man. Great on the mic. The Road Warriors, they had a great look and not great on the mic, but like it was an interesting interview. Snuka, Don Morocco was good, Jesse Ventura. So I mean, Steamboat was just kind of a great wrestler, but you had to be a little more than that. I cheated on my fiance in 2010. Well, that's a break in the conversation. Captain Lou Albano. John's Gimpy Halloween hand, $2. Perfect Heart SummerSlam 91, better than either. I mean, I love me some Mr. Perfect. He was great. Still my favorite promo of all time when he was just showing how he could do everything perfectly. I didn't watch Saturday Night's Main Event, Steve. I'm an AEW guy. I rarely watch anything WWE related. Yeah, I mean, Steamboat and Flair just had great chemistry. I mean, Flair was a great worker. Now, he did a lot of the same moves, but he took a very green Sting and elevated him. And so when he was in the ring with someone who could keep up with him, a Steamboat, a Kerry Von Erich, really a Kevin Von Erich as well. Yes, Mean Gene Okerlund, 100%. Cena versus D. Bry. Who's D. Bry? I don't know who that is. But the Mr. Perfect promo when he's like throwing a football to himself and he just throws a basketball behind it and it goes in the hoop. Um, yeah, I mean, Mr. Perfect was awesome, man. Ricky Morton, I met him at the Ric Flair roast. He was great, man. He was so fucked up that night because I think Arn Anderson's kid by accident kicked him in the head. He came up to me after the match and said, "Who won?" Uh, Ian, $10. You know, you paid $10. I got to read it. You know, that's the rule. Do you feel bad that your friends are rich and you are broke? I'm not broke. I don't know what would give you that idea. But thank you for the super chat, I guess. See, that's how a troll works. You got to pay to insult Daddy. $1 Million Man and the Kid. Oh, that's another. That's probably my second favorite vignette is when the $1 Million Man, asked the kid if he could dribble 15 times, he'd give him $100. And then on the 14th bounce, he kicked the ball out of the kid's hand. That's funny, man. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not like Russell Peters, but I can go to air. I guarantee you, Ian, I have more money than you. That's a fact. But thank you for the super chat. Do you believe Lanny Poffo could suck his own pee-pee? I mean, I can't say he couldn't. Yeah, I mean, I own a FedEx hub and a Walgreens in El Paso, and I do voiceovers. And this week alone, I had 3 main room spots at the Comedy Store. I appreciate you caring about my finances, but I'm doing just fine. And once again, I ain't Russell Peters, but I ain't Russell Hicks either. Whoa. Someone's been drinking, but because I'm a man of my word, Ian, $10. Are you empty inside? Hold on, I gotta turn the heat off. Hold on to that answer, Ian. I'm actually very happy, Ian, inside. Ugh. Excuse me, to be honest with you, I'm very happy. I live a great life. Is my career exactly where I want it to be? Probably not. The heat is on. I like a sexy girl better. It is a great Kiss sweater. It's very warm. So thank you, Ian. You're inspiring me to only read the trolls. Well, John's gimpy Halloween hand. Will always love you for helping Roddy when he was sick. $2, 100%. I miss Roddy a lot. He was a good man. Oh my God. Ian, are you drinking? Stop it. Ian, how much do you make per set at the Comedy Store? $60. Well, in the original room you get $50. Now I'm gonna break down the payout for you in the main room, Ian. There's 2 shows in the main room, 8 and 10:30. Now there used to be just one long show, so you had about 15 to 20 comics on one show in the main room, and you'd split the door with the comics. So let's say, like last night, there's 400 people in the room when I got on. So you figure they're paying anywhere from $20 to $100. Now $100 are the booths, Mitzi's booth. $20 you're in the back. $40 you're in the middle. $60 you're in kind of the middle booths, etc., etc. So let's say 400 people were in there last night. Let's say 50 got in for free. Guest list and friends of comics, whatnot. So let's say 350 people paid on average And I'm lowballing this stuff, but 350 people, they pay. Let's chop it down to 100 people got in for free, which did not happen. But just for the sake of easiness, I never said I was smart. You got 300 people paying anywhere from $20 to $100. So let's split it at $30. Um, so that's $9,000 in the main room last night. Okay. And I think there were 7 comics on the show. So 7 comics splitting $9,000. So it is a nice chat. And, Ian, I hope you don't regret this in the morning. But you handled the trolling well. Nice job, sir. $100. You get the double ray gun. This is only for $100 super chats and above. Thank you, Ian. I am going to assume you've been drinking a little bit tonight, but I appreciate very much the very generous. You are closing in on Burt Perkins territory. Ian, stop spooging all over the place. No, I don't want Ian to stop spooging. Oh, you don't drink? I did sell my soul for $1.50, $1.50. Hello. How am I selling my soul, Spa? I'm doing a nice stream in here. I'm answering every troll's question. Um, I wasn't on that episode, to be honest with you. That was Will Sasso that was on that episode, Steve. Yeah, 100%. I'm getting into the Kevin Brennan super chat realm. That was the episode where Will Sasso did an impression of Steve Austin. That was right before I came on the show. So, and then I came in, and that's when Piper and Stone Cold were going at it, and I believe I was told that Stone Cold said the podcast won. You can have Piper, you can have me, you can't have us both, and so we got kicked off of. Ian, let's not use that word in here, please. So we got kicked off of Podcast One, and then we went to Earwolf. We got kicked off of that network, and Piper's podcast had great numbers. Not because of me, but like his podcast killed it. And unfortunately, he died pretty soon after. The original plan was for Piper to just start doing the podcast at my house, and then we would have figured it out. But unfortunately, the first episode we were going to do is, I don't know if we would have called it Piper's Pit Pot or Inappropriate Earl with Roddy Piper. He passed away that day, so it's unfortunate. But was Piper like KB on MLC going on tangents? Well, they had me on because he would lose his place at times. So he'd be doing like a Sting story, and then and then he'd kind of go off into a Kerry Von Erich story, and I was like, oh man, like, Earl, get him back. $20. Ian's killing it tonight. Donna, British accent. I don't know what that means. If you can explain yourself for free, I'll do. I don't know what that means. Did you mean Moses? Shut up, will you? You mean do a British accent? I don't really know how to do that. Let's have some tan crumpets, mate. But that's about all I can do. Do a British accent. I mean, oi oi poloi. Let's have some tea and crumpets, mate. That's all I got. I did. I just did try, Ian. This literally is a monkey bouncing a ball on his nose. Um, Let me see. I mean, I don't. Well, I can't say. I was going to say, can I have a cigarette in a British accent? But I know what they call them over there. Can I have a piazza, mate? Don't they say mate or bruv? Is that Australia? That's Aussie. Okay, Will Osprey's Aussie. Um, how about I do a Jimmy Carr impression? You laughing bastard. Um, yeah, Goina. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. How does it feel to work for money like a circus animal? It feels pretty good, to be honest with you. You got me pegged, Ian. Bounce that ball on my nose, baby. And I've given you everything you asked for. But I'm not good at impressions, to be completely honest with you. um, Anything else you want me to do, Ian? Um, that was more like Billy. Yeah, I wish it'd stop calling me Jimma. Um, what a tool. No worries, dog. Thank you. I mean, yeah, Ian, you've been the Burt Perkins of this stream. Thank you very much. Spa wants me to bend over. No, thank you. No, thank you, Spas. Um, I heard a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. That's the phrase I used to work into a British accent. Do you feel Quentin Byfield is becoming an impact player for the league? Well, uh, yeah, he's young, and he didn't have the greatest start to his career. COVID took away his last year at junior, which I thought in a weird way was going to help him because then he got to play in the AHL for a year against men. And then I think his second year in the league, he broke his ankle against Phoenix. So, he gives you flashes of brilliance, like the other home game the other day. He like, okay, this guy's the real deal, and then he'll disappear for 3 games. So he's still young. Um, I mean, listen, we're all monkeys bouncing a ball for money, baby. At least I'm getting paid finally. It took me a year to figure out how to get paid. Uh, okay, here's my impression of you. I feel like you know some people, but I think you are going to be stuck at JV for life. It's cool that you know random worthless sports stats, though. Well, you might not be off on that, bro. But I don't think I'm stuck at JV. I mean, I'm literally a paid regular at the world famous Comedy Store. I've been on every network you can be on. You know, I got a big dick. I'm universally respected as a comic. So I really don't think I'm JV, but I mean, I'm happy with my career. Do I wish I had more? Sure. I mean, Tom will tell you, y'all want more. I doubled the size of my YouTube channel in 1 year. Well, I mean, I don't know about that. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I would say maybe Teddy Callia, but you're not going to get much for him. No, he did not sing the new Rat song live. Now, I got there a little late last night because of my spot at the Comedy Store, but I, um, I don't think he would have played that song that early in the set. Yeah, I mean, Tom, I'll tell you, you could have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube and you'd want 20. You could, uh, what comics would you want to fly within a plane ride of hell scenario? If I could pick 10 comics to pick, I would have all Dabbleverse people, all those fucking losers, man, on one plane going to the UK. Can you imagine? You have Chad, you have Steel Toe, you have Kevin, you have Bob Levy, you have Shuley. You got to get all the guys who hate each other and put them on one plane for a cross-continental flight. You should delete this stream, Earl. That's pretty humiliating. I don't think so. Hey, Earl, I got to bounce. Fun trolling with you. Good luck to you and all of your endeavors. Many blessings to you, bro. I can't figure out if Ian likes me or hates me. Thank you for the tips, I guess, Ian. What are you going to do? I like watching the King games on TV. Like they have a game tomorrow at Staples at like 3 p.m. I'm gonna watch it at home. Does Melton take up? Yeah, I got to get Melton in there, and I just think that would be funny, man. Levy and who else is in that world? Carlos Danger, get all those guys. Um, you're Ian's bitch, don't you get it? I get the money, honey, though. I mean, I'd rather get paid and get trolled and do an hour stream for $0. Believe me, I've done enough of those. Um, yeah, Carl. Who else? Kate Meany. She'd probably fuck the whole airplane. KB. Who else? Godfrey. I mean, yeah, that would be so funny. Who gets their hair cut off the Michael Hayes X Pod? Who gets their hair cut off the Michael Hayes X Pod incident? I mean, I would say who has the longest hair? I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. I am a bigger Kings fan than Will Ferrell, but he's more famous. Who do you like as a comic nowadays? M. Grant, not many, to be honest with you. I don't watch comedy. I want to do it. So I do like Brian Holtzman. Who else? I mean, there's a lot of great comics for sure, but does Joe sing to Kate Meany like Gold Dust? Yeah, I mean Terry Reynolds and Gold Dust, yeah, 100%. I don't really know Mike, to be honest with you, but he doesn't know me, so I don't mean that in like a catty way. Let me see who else would be on that flight. I mean, you got to have Tukey and yeah, oh no, I mean, there's a lot of funny comics. Fahim, Chris Estrada is very funny. Laura Peak is very funny. Sarah Tiana is very funny. Um, you know, so I think there was about 10 to 12 wrestlers on the plane ride to hell, so that's why I picked about 10 to 12 comics. I always thought they should, yeah, Felipe and George Perez. I would love to have those guys. I mean, both great comics. I always thought they should do a season of Big Brother where it's 20 comics, 10 normal ones, and 10 like freaks, like Jay London and Peanut. That's for you old school comedy store. William, you see how your master just got blasted there. Well, one, I'm not William Zoom's master. He's just helping me moderate the idiots in this channel. Yeah, I mean, Sarah's awesome. Yeah, you got to have Ray DeVito on the plane. And maybe me and Tom Myers sitting in the first class. So no one's my master in here, but the people who moderate for me are just doing me a favor. Like, I don't know how to do that shit. So do you watch Franklin Scheckler videos? No, I don't. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the Dabbleverse. I just don't want to talk about it. But even with the Dabbleverse, I think that you have to kind of pick your poison. I mean, I got a lot of time on my hands, but I don't know if I have enough time to take in everyone on the Dabbleverse. It stings, eh? Not really, to be honest with you. I don't understand. Um, uh, like, obviously, I'm not doing these streams to make money. This is one of a handful of streams I've actually made money at. But as Tom Myers will tell you, there's not many jobs that pay you $171 for 65 minutes of work. So I can't tell if you are a fan of mine, Spoz, or you're turning on me. You're a heel now. You're turning on me. You spent all this time as a face, and now you're turning on me, you son of a bitch. I don't, is this how bad it is on the internet where you make some money on a stream for once and you're labeled a turncoat? What 10 dabblers would you pick to wear the Sting's mask during your roast battle entrance? None of them. I work alone now. I tried that once on a roast battle where I literally went on WWE and bought 10 Sting masks and we tried to do that entrance with all the fake stings in WCW. And so I gave them specific instructions. I said, okay, you three come in from over there, you three come in from over there, you three come in from the back, and then one comes from behind me. And they literally all walked in a straight line. So I work alone. Do you think Tessa Blanchard wrestles in the U.S. in 2025? I mean, maybe AEW seems to, what? Here's my problem with AEW. You bring in Camille, and then you don't use her anymore. Like, what the fuck? Same thing with Bobby Lashley. How is Shelton Benjamin wrestling more than Bobby Lashley? Like, what'd you bring him in for? So, yo, Earl, people on the internet are jealous of anyone who makes money. I mean, I don't really, he was trolling me, but hey, you want to troll me, you can pay me. And he did. So I'll read your super chat. I don't block anyone here except for the racist stuff. So if you guys don't like how I operate the channel, Spa, have you been drinking? Bright lights, city lights. I'm talking about the Yankee Rose. Now, Tony Khan needs Earl Skakel as a booker because I'm a fan, but I'm a fan who has a reasonable aspiration for what should be going on. I think Tony just has a bunch of yes people around him. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, Tony. Awesome idea. So, yeah, I mean, Spa, you used to be a fan of the show. Now it seems like you're mad that I, for one stream, made a little bit of money. So I'm going to come back on, I think, at midnight, guys, to wish you guys happy New Year's from the West Coast. I believe for AC/DC, it's now New Year's Day. So AC/DC, if you're not in the stream, which I don't believe you are, happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to everyone else who's in the Midwest. And I know William is in Baltimore, so it's already New Year's for him. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm an AEW guy, Ted. I really have no idea what's going on with. Yes, happy Tom Myers. Always a pleasure. Subscribe to Tom Myers' YouTube channel, please. See, I plug friends' stuff. It's not just about me. Thank you for all the tippers, including Tom, Ian, and all the others. I love you all. I'll be back on in 2 hours just for a real quick one. I just like AEW better. It's not that I don't. You too, Steve. So thank you guys. It's nice to see a little bit of growth in 2024 with the channel. Hopefully 2025, bigger things to come. Earl Skakel, over and out.